Alrighty, well, we have a big one upcoming Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, that is what she said. Anyway, bad jokes aside and all that, the Vikings have a massive game on Sunday as we host the Detroit Lions at US Bank Stadium for the second ever whiteout game, which, by the way, was a lot of fun last year. I really enjoyed that, whenever they can do stuff like that. And, yeah, I mean, like I say, this is a massive game for the Vikings because, yeah, I mean, it's all NFC North divisional opponents after Sunday, or even with Sunday coming up too, because we host the Lions, then we host the Packers, and then we go to Detroit. So that's right. These last 3 weeks are against playoff caliber teams or teams fighting for the playoffs, too. It's not just, an NFC North we want to beat each other up. There's a lot on the line for us three. For the Vikings, for the Packers, for the Lions. Because, well, I don't have to say it here. The Vikings are fighting for their lives. The Packers are one death blow away themselves from being out potentially. And the Lions could potentially be as high as maybe the 2 seed in the NFC, which, again, what year is it? Sheesh. Well, I mean, if the Lions win on Sunday, they clinched the NFC North for the first time ever. Because remember, the last time the Detroit Lions won the division, it was the NFC Central 30 years ago. Boy, to say that it's time, I mean, yeah. To say it's been a tumultuous ride for the Lions is an understatement there. But, like I say, though, we need this game Sunday. Just at the very least get our psyche back after what happened last Saturday. I don't know. I mean, it's just so frustrating. This season has just been absolutely crazy. Been up and down, between Kirk Cousins, tearing his Achilles, the start in September, to Josh Dobbs and the Pasternaut coming in and re-injecting life to the Vikings. Couple big wins here and there against the Niners and stuff like that. And then heartbreaking losses to the Bears at home, who then rattled off like 2 straight of their own. And to now Nick Mullins being the starter for his second week in a row, and minus a couple of plays last week, he looked pretty good. I mean, if I'm being honest with you. But I don't know what it is with Southern Mississippi quarterbacks and being gunslingers and being the F it YOLO down the field, but Nick Mullins needs to be able to kind of wrangle it in and reel it in. Because the Lions secondary isn't too bad, honestly. I mean, they're definitely, players you don't want to sneeze at. Not to mention, Aiden Hutchinson is that dude. I mean, when the Lions picked him up, Michigan product, the whole 9 yards, I mean, he's slowly turning into potentially the next Bosa. Like the next Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, whatever. I mean, he is that good. And can wreck an offense. So we have to be on our P's and Q's there. Also, I like what I'm seeing with the run game. So, KOC, maybe we should do it a little more often. Like, can you not out-coach yourself? Please. I mean, there's a lot of questions going into next year about if, Kevin O'Connell craps the bed from here on out, could we be seeing a changing of the guard already? I say no as of now, but like I say, we still have 3 more games, including Sunday. So who knows who knows what's going on? I'm not saying anything. I'm not alluding to anything. I'm not praying for one thing or the other here. I'm just being a realist here. And as a Vikings fan, this season has been a roller coaster that we definitely will dive into once the season ends. But, season ain't over yet, boys, so let's do the darn thing. Let's get back to what got us where we were last year with our offense. JJ should be back. Ty Chandler's looking good. TJ Hawkinson is, only 98 yards away from 1,000-yard receiving. So, that would be huge. And, the big thing is just don't outcoach yourself, Vikes. We're back at home for 2 more weeks this year. Let's get these next 2, starting with Sunday against the Lions, who are literally coming off of just absolutely smoking, sauteing, broiling, destroying the Broncos. And it wasn't even close. So, yeah. We can expect that coming into town. All I can say is let's just wait and see what happens. There's still a lot of football to be played. There's still a lot of season to be had, even if it is only 3 games. But these 3 games, again, are huge. So, at home, on Sunday, let's get the darn thing done. Because if we win out, we're in. That's the way I look at it. And that's the way, everything will fall. If the Vikings can win out, we are in the playoffs. I don't think we win the North. I still think it's probably going to be the Lions at the end of the day, but it would definitely make it a hell of a lot more interesting. We'll just put it that way. Whew. Yeah. So, there's really not much else to say at this point other than let's get the darn thing done here, fellas. And then we'll reconvene after this week and go on from there because, like I say, this is massive. This is the home stretch. This is where we see what we're made of. And then we'll go from there. Buckle up, boys. Buckle up. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good day. And also, like I say, happy holidays. Hopefully everyone has a good day. Spend some time with family, friends. Don't forget, times are tough. Things can get rough. But you matter. And you deserve to be here. And I'll say that over these next few videos, even if I've already said it several times, because trust me, this time of year is a mother for a lot of people. So just remember, you're better off here. You're better off loved, and you're better off on earth, no matter what your brain tells you. So until we meet again, peace out, love, positivity, and have a good one.